So, what is the first program I gave you? Write a Python function that accepts a string and count the number of uppercase and lowercase letters. So, what I'm telling, I want to pass a string to the function, and in that string, I want to count the uppercase letters and lowercase letter. Uppercase means right, the capital letters, and lowercase letters you need to count and you need to print those. In this way, number of uppercase letters and number of lowercase letters you should print. Okay. This is my requirement. So here what I need to give the input to the function, the string. I need to pass a string. Okay, I need to pass a string, and in that string, I want to count the uppercase and lowercase letters. This is my requirement here, okay? Clear?
Yeah.
So first let me define the function name. So something you can give any now, and just I want to give the string. So the parameter that I want to pass. So parameter is nothing but the values that we are passing to the function. As of now, I want to pass the string. Means one variable only I need to pass, or one parameter only I passed. I need to pass, so I am passing s. Okay. So what I need to do? I need to take each character. Okay, like if the character is like it is like uppercase character, I want to count it, and if it is lowercase letter, that also I need to count. So here I need two count variables. One is to count uppercase characters, one is to count lowercase characters. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So initially that will be 0. Underscore count, that will be 0. So in multiple ways we can do, but the basic way I will tell you. So what I will do, I will loop over each character. Okay, I will loop over each character in the string, and the character is uppercase. I will count. I will increase upper count value by 1. If the character is lowercase, I will increase the lower count value by 1. So to iterate on each character, I need to do the looping for I in yes. So here what will happen, if you pass S, for example, you gave the S value as a Python. So first time if I in S means first time I value will become P, next in next loop Y value will become Y, in next loop I value will become T, next time I value will become H, like that it will go. Okay. So what I need to check? First I need to check if the character is uppercase or not. So there is one method, so which is used to check if the string or character is uppercase or not. What it is?
Come again.
So to check if the string or if the string is uppercase or not, which method we are going to use?
Sum.
Some. Deepa, you aware of the string methods?
Yes, I do.
Is upper going to tell if the particular string, or I already told you each character it's going to consider as string only. So if the particular string or single character is in uppercase or not, to check that we are going to use is upper. What I need to do? I need to increase the upper count value by 1. If if it is lower, okay, if it is lowercase, so if it is lower, I need to increase it. So these are the methods, Deepa. I'm not sure. You are telling some. Why we are using some? Are we using some
Yeah.
to?
Manas in the morning and I got kind of which I thought it's basic actually.
Okay, so see. So my requirement is I need to pass a string to the function, and I want to count the uppercase characters and lowercase characters. To maintain each count separately, I'm using two variables. One is upper count and one is lower count. Okay. This variable to count the uppercase characters, this variable to count the lowercase characters. So what I'm doing here, I'm looping over each character. That's why I'm using looping here. And if that character or if the string in uppercase, so for that to check if it is uppercase or not, I'm using isUpper method. If that is like that, I'm gonna increment the variable value, upper count variable value by 1. If it is lowercase, I'm incrementing the lower count variable value by 1. And finally, I need to print those. Print number of uppercase. This is what I told you yesterday, how you can concat the variable value and the custom text that we want. This is how we can do by separating with comma. Okay. Okay, Deepa.
I'm getting it.
So here I will take the string from user. Okay. I will take the string from user. I will take string from user. Input. Enter the string. So I'm calling the method and I'm passing that string to this method. So this is the calling of the function and I'm passing the parameters here. Okay.
Okay, both the enters are in the capital. Is that okay?
Sorry.
E and N is in a capital.
In anything. So inside double quotes, whatever you give now, so that's going to print as it is in the console. That's not an issue. That won't give you any error and all within double quotes or single quotes, because that is for user data. Now, very created. Can't open. Oh, sorry. So I need to give the string. I will give like so I gave see Y, T, H, these are small, P, O, N are capital. So see, it's giving the number of uppercase characters as 3, number of lowercase characters as 3. You can run again and you can give some random. See, it counted the uppercase characters and lowercase characters. I might give equally, that's why. See, the uppercase characters are O, and that's the count is 2, and the lowercase characters are 4, the count is 4. This is how we need to do. Okay. So that's why I told you, you should understand the concept and you should thoroughly go through the methods that we have in the particular data type. I already explained you all these methods, but I'm not sure how much you remember. Okay, this is how we can do. And what I gave you the next program, write a Python program to print the even numbers from a given list. So what I need to do here, I need to take a list as a parameter or input to the function. Means I need to pass list as a parameter to the function and I want to count the even numbers or I want to print the even numbers from the list. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a method def count even because I want to count even numbers. So I want to pass list as an input. So what I need to do, I want to print the even numbers to a new list or I can print as it is. But here I want to print the even numbers to a new list. So I will take one empty list so that if that number is even number from this old list, I will append to this new list. Okay. For I in LST, so when we can say a number is even, if the number is divisible by 2, Divisible by 2 in the sense, if we divide that number by 2 and if we get the remainder as 0, then the number is even. So what you can do, if I percentage 2 equals to 0, L dot append, I am appending that even number. Print L. Now I will take one list of
Till here I did Manasa. Print L, okay, and further I lost it.
what you lost. I'm taking one data. I need to pass some input to this function, right? To the function that I defined count even. So I'm defining a function. Sorry, I'm defining the list because I need to pass this list as input to this function called count even. Okay? Clear? Now I am calling the function lst. Now if I run, see, now it gave me only the even numbers. Clear? Any doubts in the program? If you have any doubts, I can explain again.
No, I like calling it off something I have to work on.
Calling a function. This is very simple.
Yeah.
We need to call the function, and based on the parameter, how many parameters you passed or what kind of parameter you passed, the data you need to define in some variable, and that variable you need to pass here in the calling function.
Okay.
Okay. So what I did here, my requirement is to count the even, like print the even numbers from a list to new list. So I defined the function that is count even, and my input is list because I want to count, I want to print the even numbers from a list. So I pass the list parameter to this function. So I need to print the even numbers to new list. So I took one new list and that I took as empty because I need to add all even numbers to this new list. Then what I am doing, I am taking one by one element from the list, means one by one value from the list. So first time it will take 2, next time it will take 3, next time it will take 4, like that one by one I am taking. And first time, what is the value of 5? 2. 2% 2 equals to 0, because if we divide 2 with 2, the remainder is 0. So it is even number. So it will come here and it's going to append 2 to this L. Okay. And again it will go. Then what is the value of I 3? It will become 3. If I divide 3 by 2, the remainder is 1. So it's not even number. So it won't perform any action. Again it will go to looping. Next time the value of I is 4. So 4% is 2. Obviously, if we divide 4 by 2, the remainder is 0. So it's going to add 4 to this list. So this is how it's going to work. It's calling of the function. So however you define in the same way you need to call it and you need to pass the parameters. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
What the next program? Write a function to create and print a list where the values are the squares and squares of numbers between 1 and 10. See here, the values are constant, okay? What I need to do, I want to print list of values with squares from 1 to 10. Means 1 square value, 2 square value, 3 square value, 4 square value, up to 10 square value I need to print. Okay. So here I don't need to pass any like any inputs because they clearly told from 1 to 10 I need to print the square of each value. If they told I will give you one start index and I will give you one end index, from the start index to end index, you should print square of each value. Here you are not sure what is the start index and what is the end index, means what is the start number and what is the end number. At that time, you should pass two parameters to the function because you need to pass the start number and you need to pass the end number as well. Let us do in that way. Okay. I need to print the squares, right? So I took the name as squares. And I need to pass two parameters, okay? Because one is start number, one is end. One is start and one is end. So what I need to do, I need to take the range with the start number and end number and within that range, I want to print square of each number. So what is square? If you multiply the number with itself. If I have 1 into 1, it's 1 square. 2 into 2, it's 2 square. 3 into 3, it's 3 square. 4 into 4. So multiplying the number with itself. Okay, I need to print the squares. So I need to print those as a list. So I will take an empty list, and here you should use the range because I have start number and I have end number, and within that range, whatever numbers I have, I need to print the square of each number. So I will take range for I in range. I want to include the end number as well. If I want to include the end number, I need to do +1. N number +1. So L dot append, I need to append that value to this new list. And what I need to do, I need to take the number and I need to multiply that number itself. So I star, I star I. Finally, I am printing that L. Okay. So I want to print the squares of all numbers in range 10 to 20. 10 to 20. Okay. 10 to 20. 20. Save it. 10 into 10, 11 into 11, 12 into 12, 13 into 13, 14 into 14, 15 into 15, 16 into 16, 17 into 17, 18 into 18, 19 into 19, 20 into 20. If you give 1, 10, see 1, 4, 1 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4, 5 into 5, 6 into 6, 7 into 7, 8 into 8, 9 into 9, 10 into 10. This is how we can find the squares. Clear, Deepa?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? Any doubts, guys?
No, understood.
Okay. My final program is I want to check, I want to create a function so that it should tell me whether the number that I given is positive or negative. So when we are going to tell a number is positive, hello, when we are going to tell a number is positive,
It has a positive symbol. If it has a positive symbol, then it is.
who told you, Kirti? So if it has negative symbol, it's negative number. If it is has positive symbol, it is positive. If it don't have positive symbol, what it is then? If the number is greater than 0, then it is positive number. If the number is less than 0, it is negative number. Right, Deepa?
Yes.
One class I told you, right? Did you forget?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Then you should answer, right?
Yeah.
So I want to check if the number is positive or not. I want to give one input. And what I need to do, if the number is greater than 0, I will tell it is positive number. If number is less than 0, I am going to tell it is negative number. So if n greater than 0, print the basic things I won't repeat again and again. So I am taking the input and I am converting that to integer because I need to check the number is integer, number is positive or not. So I am converting the input. By default, input going to take that as a string. So I am converting that to int. This is type conversion. If I run it, it's asking me to give the number. I will give -8. So it's going to tell -8 is a negative number. If I run again and if I give 98, it's going to tell 98 is a positive number because 98 is greater than 0, -8 is less than 0. So based on this, it's going to tell whether the number is positive or negative. Okay. Any doubts for now, like to create a function or how we can pass data to it and what is the requirement? Based on requirement, how we can implement the function? Any doubts?
Yeah, I do. Why are we not taking the number directly into the enter number?
Sorry? See, this is a prompt.
Why are
I already told you. So this input, if I want to take data from user, I'm going to use input. And to indicate the user, whoever running, to indicate the user, I'm just giving the text so that they can understand what input they can give, what kind of input they should give. They can come to know. If you won't give enter a number and you write the code and you gave me, okay, I run the code, but it's not giving me anything. The cursor is waiting. What I can do? How I can understand whether what kind of information I need or what kind of input I need to give? I can't understand that, right? So for our understanding, we are giving that so that it's going to tell the user what the input you should give. So whenever if I remove it, how you can understand? If the cursor is waiting, what kind of information or what kind of data or what kind of value you will give that? You don't know, right? So based on the prompt I gave you, it can tell you, okay, you should give me some number. You should give some number as input. Clear? Why I am using? I repeated that so many times in previous classes also I told you, but you are asking again.
I did, but again, like enter a number is something is new, and I do want it to know. That's the
Enter a
reason I'm
number,
asking.
enter a name, enter a string, anything you can give Deepa, enter a list, whatever, what kind of information you want to take from the user, that kind of text you are gonna add there for user understanding. Clear?
Uh, can we go for the first one?
Yeah. Enter a string. Here,
Yeah.
I want to take the characters. Enter a string. I ask the user to give the string because I need to pass the string as input and I need to count the lowercase letters and uppercase characters. I need to count. So it's string. So I ask the user to pass me string. And here I need to check the number. I am passing the number as input and I am checking whether the number is positive or negative. That's why I ask the user to give the number. That's based on
So
requirement.
for number, you gave an output. For string, we didn't give any output in the terminal.
Deepa, what output? Here my output is to print the even numbers. Sorry, here my output is to print the uppercase characters and lowercase characters. It already printed the uppercase characters and lowercase characters right here. Number of uppercase characters it printed for me. Number of lowercase characters it printed for me. That is my outcome. Here my outcome is to, okay, you want to print the string. Why you want to print the string here? Here, I am telling whatever the user input they gave, I am telling that number is positive or not. Here, my requirement is to count the uppercase characters and lowercase characters that I need to give as the output. That I did, right?
Hold on, 1 second. Can we go to the question?
Tell me.
The quick bro box. Like, what is it about? Like, we didn't even mention anywhere, right?
Sorry.
Did we?
See, this
The
is
sample string is that.
this is
Hmm.
sample string. You can take any string. I just gave a sample example for you. You can take anything. This is my sample string. I can take Python. I can take any string for your understanding. For I gave one of the example. I gave you an example. Okay. I gave you an example. Based on this one, I am counting the uppercase characters and lowercase characters to understand the output that you should print. I'm giving this is the input and this is the expected output, the two lines. What happened, Deepa?
I'm kind of stuck, Manasa, because in the question we didn't use the quick bro fox, and we got the